A U.S. F-15E Strike Eagle goes down over Iranian territory, leaving its pilot, a U.S. colonel, trapped and hiding in a narrow crevice along a 7,000-foot mountain ridge. The threat is immediate. Forces from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps are actively hunting the area, sweeping the landscape to capture the downed American airman. To buy the pilot time, the CIA deploys advanced software to silently breach the mobile phones of Iranian generals and leaders in Tehran. Once inside, they plant fake messages indicating the pilot has already been extracted by sea. The digital deception works. The Iranian forces are distracted just long enough for SEAL Team 6 to swoop in via helicopter and pull the airman to safety. In this high-stakes operation, the cyber weapon functioned exactly as intended, a precise, highly effective, life-saving military tool. The software that executed this hack goes by the name Pegasus. The same software used to trick Iranian generals has been systematically deployed against journalists, lawyers, and human rights activists across 45 different countries. Advanced digital weapons are no longer confined to battlefields or intelligence agencies. They are packaged as commercial products and licensed out to the highest bidders. Human rights now depend on who controls the ultimate tool of espionage and how they choose to use it. This split screen shows exactly how the threat has evolved. On the left is traditional spyware, which relies on a phishing attack, tricking a user into clicking a malicious link. On the right is Pegasus. It relies on a zero-click exploit. The software infiltrates a device invisibly, usually through a hidden background push notification, requiring no interaction from the owner. The malicious code finds a flaw in an everyday application, a vulnerability the developers haven't discovered yet. It slips past the phone's security measures and burrows directly into the operating system itself. Once inside, it takes total control. It harvests encrypted chat logs, tracks real-time location data, and can secretly activate the camera and microphone to monitor physical surroundings. The device people trust to hold their private lives becomes a permanent, invisible wiretap. Pegasus was built by the NSO Group, a private Israeli cyber intelligence firm heavily staffed by graduates of the country's elite military intelligence units. Commercial sales are strictly regulated. Every contract requires explicit authorization from the Israeli Ministry of Defense, turning the spyware into a state-sanctioned diplomatic tool. The state licenses Pegasus to right-wing and authoritarian regimes, securing strategic international alliances and diplomatic favor. These leaders are motivated buyers, acquiring cutting-edge weapons to monitor their own populations and silence domestic dissent. Exporting the technology of surveillance transforms local tools of domestic control into a global threat to civic rights. The lethal consequences of this unregulated industry are visible in the 2018 assassination of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Forensic investigations revealed that his inner circle's mobile devices were infected with Pegasus, allowing agents to track his movements right up to his murder inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. The surveillance net is broad. The software has been deployed to spy on democratically elected world leaders, including the President of France. Whistleblower Edward Snowden has warned that without intervention, the use of this technology will expand from thousands of targeted individuals to tens of millions of average citizens. Because we rely on standard civilian smartphones, we are all vulnerable to military-grade digital interception by foreign states. The scale of the abuse has triggered a global backlash, leading tech giants like Apple and Meta to file lawsuits against the NSO Group. Governments are responding as well, with the U.S. enacting an executive order to restrict the use of commercial spyware. Defense at the individual level is difficult. Standard commercial antivirus software is incapable of detecting or removing a Pegasus infection, which operates beyond the reach of traditional security tools. Cybersecurity experts advise that once a phone is compromised, the only reliable solutions are a factory wipe or physically replacing the device. A personal phone now functions as a military-grade sensor. Unless these tools are strictly banned, digital privacy exists only until the next target is selected.